Roaring Moon EX leading up to the release of Paradox Rift was one of, if not one of the most hyped up cards. I was going to say most hyped, but Iron Hands is there. One of the most hyped up cards going into the current meta. And while it has seen numerous top placements, it's almost always been in the context of a Lost Box deck. And today we're going to be covering the first Roaring Moon focused deck that is, Turbo Roaring Moon that actually got a top placement. It placed second at Kyoto Champions League, one of the biggest and most prestigious tournaments in Japan with thousands of players. And we're going to check it out today. I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about this Roaring Moon deck. Roaring Moon is a basic EX Pokemon with 230 HP. It's got some really interesting moves, including Frenzied Gouging for 2 dark and a colorless. It's an instant KO on your opponent, but you also do 200 damage to yourself, which is not great. So you really have to weigh the pros and cons of when you use Frenzied Gouging, because Roaring Moon after that is pretty much a dead duck. We also have Calamity Storm, which does 100 damage, and if there's a stadium in play, you can knock it out and do 120 more damage. So hitting 220 is going to be enough to take out a lot of basic EXs as well as a lot of basic Vs. So nice attack there. We're really trying to pick our spots with Frenzied Gouging to take out some high value targets with that move. So this deck, they've got, I should shout out who this is from. This was second place from, and let me pull up the results here, Shuma Kikuchi for cooking up this version of Roaring Moon and playing it at Kyoto Champions League and getting all the way to the finals, losing against Haruki Miwa, which I would imagine is a horrible matchup. Lost Box Kyogre is terrible for Roaring Moon. So they've got 3 Roaring Moon EX. They've got 1 copy of Morpeko, nice as a free pivot. Also not a bad attacker as well. Energizer Wheel for 70 damage, and you get to move the Dark Energy somewhere else. You can move it to the Roaring Moon and have that ready to rock for your following turn. 1 copy of Lumineon helps us grab a supporter from our deck and put it into our hand. Great for grabbing Sada's Vitality, which we're want to grab pretty much every turn. We have a 1/1 line of Darkrai here, and Darkrai is not really here as an attacker. It's here for the V-Star power. Star Abyss lets you grab 2 items from your deck and put them into your hand. And not only is this awesome for grabbing stuff like Dark Patches to get your Roaring Moons built up, you could grab Lost Vacuum to knock off any sort of annoying tools. You could even use it for the big innovation in this deck, Crossceiver, which lets you grab, when you play 2 Crossceiver cards, you can get a Pokemon or a supporter card of your choice and put it into your hand. And with the Crossceivers, you can grab a Sada's Vitality from the discard pile and start building up from there. And yeah, between all of the items in this deck, Darkrai ends up becoming a really awesome support Pokemon in here. We've got Radiant Greninja to help us draw cards with that concealed cards ability, discard an energy, draw 2, and a Squawkabilly to, on our first turn, we get to discard our hand, draw 6 cards, help us get closer to that turn 1 wombo combo. We definitely want to go second every time and try and build up our 3 energy on the Roaring Moons so we can attack on that first turn. For trainer cards, we've got 1 copy of Switch Cart and 1 copy of Switch Cart. A little bit of pivoting here and there. We're not really switching in and out all that much. We do have PokéStop. Lets us see the top 3 cards of our deck. We discard them and grab any item cards. This is a very item heavy build, so we have a higher percentage shot of this working in our favor. 2 copies of Nest Ball to get our basics down. 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass. These only work on the first turn, but if you have them in your hand on turn 1, you can bench 2 basic Pokemon of your choice directly from your deck. 1 copy of Boss's Orders lets us gust in a target of our choice. We do have Crossceivers though, so we can use this Boss's Orders again. 4 copies of Trekking Shoes lets us dig deeper into our deck, look at the top card, and we can either discard it or put it into our hand. Also really nice for getting the Dark Energy in the discard pile so we can reattach it with Dark Patch or Sada's Vitality. 1 copy of Iono for hand disruption. Both players shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and draw equal to the number of prizes remaining. Sada's Vitality is the key to this deck. Lets you choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach an energy from your discard pile to each of them and draw 3 cards. So this is our primary way of energy acceleration. Also draw power as well. 1 copy of Super Rod to get our Pokemon and energy from our discard pile back into our deck. This is any combination of 3. we've got 1 copy of Lost Vacuum enabled in order to get stuff like Path to the Peak or Annoying Stadium out of play, as well as any sort of tools like a Bravery Charm or an Ancient Booster Capsule. 4 copies of Dark Patch to accelerate Dark Energy from the discard pile to our bench Pokemon. 3 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, grab a Pokemon of our choice. Also great for discarding energy so we can reattach with Dark Patch or Sada. 4 copies of Cross Switcher. You have to play 2 of these at a time, but you get to switch your opponent's active Pokemon with 1 from their bench, and you also switch a Pokemon from your bench to the active. You can either use this to bring your Roaring Moon into the active to attack, or bring in a Morpeko, and then Morpeko can pivot out to your appropriate attacker. 1 copy of Switch, just a little bit of pivoting as well, and 3 Earthen Vessels. You get to discard a card and get 2 energy. This is particularly great if you can discard an energy and draw 2 cards, and now you've got that energy in the discard pile to reattach with Dark Patch or Sada's Vitality. Last but not least, we've got 9 Dark Energy. Our game plan is incredibly straightforward. We want to attack with Roaring Moon over and over again, whether it's Calamity Storm, whether it's Frenzied Gouging. Sometimes you might have value in attacking with Morpeko to throw off the prize race. In particular, against smaller Pokemon, you want to use Morpeko where you can. And then Darkrai is really your consistency backbone, helping you grab supporters and Pokemon and just item cards as you see fit. Let's get to these matches. Okay, looks like we are... I don't know what we're up against. Are we up against a different Roaring Moon deck? Okay, let's go and see what we can get here. Off the rip. Oh, no. Okay, I need... Okay, we'll take the shoes. We'll take the shoes. We need the shoes to hit big right here. Okay, yes. Awesome. Let's go and grab ourselves a Roaring Moon and a Squawk. And unfortunate... Oh, we can get 2 energy on a Roaring Moon right now. That's pretty awesome. Now, is there any value in... I think if we're gonna Squawk anyway, so it's supporter... No, I think we just let it rip. There's nothing of value we can grab out of there in the immediate term. Let's go and grab a second Roaring Moon. And... let's go and grab... No, I'm going to say no to the Ultra Ball. And we just get another Ultra Ball. Okay. I think we just hold our hand. I think we hold our hand. We might lose the Darkrai. Okay. Let's see what we got. I guess we're up against another Roaring Moon. But they've got a Bidoof. Otherwise, why are you playing the Moltres? The other potential play, it could be a Samurott deck. No, it's Roaring Moon. Okay. Sure. I personally don't like Moltres in the Roaring Moon deck. Shoutouts to Tachir9. Thank you for the fall. Happy New Year, homie. I hope you're doing well. I personally don't like Moltres in this deck. I think if you're going to do like energy acceleration, like Dire Flame Wings into E-switches and stuff, then it's not so bad, but I think just as an attacker, it's not great. Ooh, terrible PokéStop. Terrible PokéStop. All right. We can actually... Yeah, let's get rid of the energy. We're going to get 2 energy here, Sada's Vitality, and pop off from there. So let's see how they play it, though. They're going to Squawk and Seize. They get 1 energy. I think we're in a good spot. In the mirror match, I guess Moltres as a final attacker against a Roaring Moon that has Frenzied Gouging, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, potentially taking out our Darkrai, and that's a little unfortunate. I guess I would rather them taking out the Squawkabilly, but I wanted to keep the Switch in case anything happened. But now here we are, so let's see what we can do. There's also an argument to be made about Frenzied Gouging, like, or just doing Calamity Storm on a Roaring Moon. Ah, no, then they can attack back, and then we're both kind of screwed anyway. We just drag it out. I think I still want a Sada Let's see. Let's see. Do they have a switch out? Yeah, my big problem is if they go... Do they have the... Because I could just boss the other Roaring Moon and gouging that, but we still need to get energy accelerated, especially if we've already burned a... Okay. They get their Morpeko down, sure. Yeah, they've got Double Moon ready to rock. Okay, let's see. If I boss up, because I could just boss up the one Roaring Moon, but then I have no energy on the other one. So I really want... Okay, I think we just have to take out the Moltres. And we Sada here. So let's go and Earthen Vessel away the VIP pass. We'll go and grab some energy that we are going to throw in the discard pile anyway. And let us grab... Is it the Morpeko that's more valuable? Oh, no, Darkrai at this point. Yeah, Darkrai will get us some extra pieces here. So let's go and... Yeah, that's going to get us Crossceiver pieces back. So let's go and switch that out. And I will Lumineon for Sada. And hopefully we have not prized too. Yeah, we get the Sada's Vitality. That's fantastic. And Darkrai will help us in our consistency, pretty much guaranteeing that we can get a Sada's Vitality later on in the game. Here we go. PokéStop. Let's go. Hopefully throw some energy in there. Ooh. Oh, okay. Those are good pieces. Those are good pieces. And we have not attached any energy yet. I think we can get rid of the PokéStop because our opponent's probably playing. Okay. We can attach an energy. And I'm going to say bet you're not going to slam Path to the Peak down. And we can grab ourselves the Morpeko as the pivot at this point. I don't necessarily think we need to draw more cards. We've got double Roaring Moon ready to go. I think there's an argument to be made about putting energy on the Morpeko at this point. But we can just Calamity Storm for 220, knock out this Moltres. I don't have to gouging right now. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that Stadium. Okay. Good start, good start, good start. They're probably going to gouging here. I could put energy on the... So if they go Frenzy Gouging, we go Frenzy Gouging. Do we power up the Darkrai? Like, what's my third attacker here? If I don't have... I guess we could Super Rod and try and get the third Roaring Moon back in play. Yeah, and then we could Dark Patch to the Morpeko just in case. Like, if it comes down to they Frenzy Gouging again. Yeah, Darkrai will get us 2 Crossceiver pieces, which can get us a trainer card. So we can get Boss. We can get... Yeah, there comes the third Roaring Moon. Yeah, if this is going to come down to... us trading, I only need to take out 2 moons. If I... Is it better to Iono here than... It might be better to Iono. Okay. Because, yeah, I'm not going to get full value on a... I'm not going to get full value on Asada's Vitality at this point. Okay. Let's go and put some energy. Ooh, we get the Cross Switcher. Unfortunately, that's not going to help us right now. Let's go and I will put 1 energy back in. We'll leave 2 in the discard pile for the potential Sada's Vitality play. I will put one on the Morpeko, and I could Cross Switcher. I don't think there's any value in that right now. Let's go Iono. And hopefully we can get ourselves... We get a Roaring Moon and a Crossceiver piece even. Let's go and start powering up a... Do we power up the Morpeko? Knowing they're gonna have to... Yeah, let's go and Calamity Storm. They have to. They have to Frenzied Gouging here. At which point we just swing, we just finish with the Morpeko and it's over. I think we've got him in checkmate. Maybe there's... Let's see. What? Ah, there it is. There it is. The dumb capsule. Oh, no. Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. And we threw away the vacuum, too. So we might have screwed ourselves over. Ah! 70 damage is not going to be enough on the boss. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. And we threw away our vacuum, which was like our one shot at... If we boss up, we might have screwed ourselves over. And Pokemon promos, hello, how are you doing? Damn. The perfect crime. Yeah, we're only doing 70 damage, so this might be... We might be screwed. Okay, they're going to do 90 to themselves. I don't have any more vacuums. The deck runs one vacuum, and we've already thrown it out. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Darkrai doesn't get vacuum back. Darkrai gets supporters and Pokemon. Yeah, it's a supporter card from your discard pile in your hand. So we will not be able to make that happen. Okay, let's go grab Moon. We can Sada's Vitality here. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's go and PokéStop here. See what we can grab. Crossceiver. Dark Patch. 2 item cards from your discard pile. Correct. Let's see what we do. If we go and... Okay, yeah, we're fine. Thank you, Victor Naughty. Let's go and Star Abyss. We can even just grab 2 more Dark Patches and then power up this Roaring Moon. Yeah, let's go and do that. So let's go and... Yeah, a couple of ways to go about it at this point. I could even just grab the vacuum. Yeah. Sure. If we just vacuum, then we also win that way. So let's do that. Let's go and take that off. And sure, we just swing 470, taking the game. GG's. And yes, I generally, and I'm going to say this again, please no coaching. But yes, I would not have won that without the chat. So I will shake your hand. Thank you for the help on that. But yeah, I would prefer the coaching to not be present. I will lose on my own terms. But yeah, we got the win there. Darkrai did help out there in a way that I personally was not expecting. I knew that you could grab. Yeah, in my head and where I tripped up there, and this is me still practicing this deck, is that Darkrai grabs items, and I was in my head like, okay, I can get Crossceiver, and Crossceiver only grabs supporters, but yeah, I could have just grabbed the vacuum and the patches and all that stuff. So, you know, kudos to the chat for spotting that. Kudos to, let me go and grab the creator of this deck. Haruki, no, not Haruki, I'm reading the wrong list. to Shuma Kikuchi for the innovation of the Darkrai in the deck, helping with the deck's consistency. And yeah, definitely some combos that I still have to figure out. So we'll take that win though. GG's. The fact that I played PokéStop the first time doesn't mean I can't play it the second time, because the first time I used it and then it got cleared out without me bumping the stadium. So I think you're right. Yeah, was their stop. The Reshazard days. Oh, man. Okay, we are up against the Miraidon deck. We're going to need some stuff here, though. I started playing at the tail end of ADP. I did not see... I never ran into Reshazard. When I started playing, it was ADP Zacian all the time. And I almost quit during that time because the game was like, I started playing... I showed up on PTCGO with nothing in my account. And, okay, they're not playing a Peony build. At least it doesn't look like it. Let's go and bump that stadium. Let's go and grab ourselves a Squawk. And I think we're going to PokéStop first. In case we throw out anything, we can use the Super Rod. Yep, that's why we wanted to... Okay, so we can go Earthen Vessel. Let's go grab 2 energy here. 6-5. We will go get a second Roaring Moon. Then we can Sada. Then we can... do everything else. So let's go and let's go Sada. We attach 2. I still don't think we're getting an attack off here. We will... No, at this point, at this juncture, we are not. Let's go and... We can get rid of the Crossceiver piece, right? For more energy in the discard. Yeah, let's go and get rid of Crossceiver. If we're going to get rid of all this anyway. And where do we attach the energy to? Here, let's go and get rid of one of these. And we'll get the Greninja down. Burn the other one. And then we can use Super Rod into Squawkabilly and see what we do from there. Okay, we get the Dark Patch. We get the third energy. Now... I need Cross Switcher pieces. And we can Rod back in. Now, the problem with if we Rod, we're going to lose Rod anyway. So we might as well get the Darkrai. And I think it's just the Darkrai. Yeah, let's keep the 2 energy in the discard. And let's see if we can get some stuff here. Okay. We get... Oh, man. Lumineon? No, I don't want that. We prize the Darkrai. Okay. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Dig. Dig. We get a Cross Switcher piece. Yes. And we can go grab some energy. We've lost... Oh, okay. We just end there. This sucks. This sucks. We've blown through almost 40 cards. We have 1 attacker. Okay, that was a good PokéStop for us. Interesting. They'll power up a Miraidon. They can one-shot with the Zapdos, so we'll have to be mindful of that. And we have no way of getting... We only have 3 Roaring Moons, and we have prized 1 of them. And we might lose 1 right now. And it kind of sucks. They're going to vacuum away the PokéStop right now, because we can't attack with this. The charm sucks too. Okay, so they've bricked pretty hard as well. Let's see what we can do. Let's go Trek. Going on a trip. I will take the Switch Cart just in case. And let's go get rid of... We get the Cross Switcher piece. That's fantastic. I think we gouging the Miraidon at this point. So let's go grab Miraidon here. And we will Roaring Moon. And let's go attach the second energy. And we will Frenzy Gouging. And we have to pray that we get some good cards off of this. Okay, Miraidon down. Bravery Charm doesn't matter. And we get a Moon and a Pokestop. Okay. Does suck. We prize the Darkrai V. Ugh. Okay, they get the first semblance of a... Okay, do they hit double? If they hit 2 energy, then yeah, they power up the Raikou, you smash there, and then we oh, they bricked! They bricked! Oh no, they hit 2 on the Miraidon. Got it. Okay. What? They're gonna use the... Got it. They're gonna attack with... Oh wait, that's gonna do... Yeah, that's gonna knock out the Roaring Moon here. So that's a good play on their part. Very heads up. Sucks for us. Sucks for us. We don't necessarily have a good answer for what's coming next. Okay, we get a Crossceiver. That's actually fantastic, because now we can go and grab ourselves... Oh yeah, we can recover with Crossceivers. Here we go. Let's go and grab 2 energy. PokéStop, Switch Cart. Let's go and dig. I don't want VIP Pass. We do get a Crossceiver piece. And let's go and PokéStop again. We get the Dark Patch. Oh, that's a triple banger right there. Okay, we love that. Love that. Okay. We only have 9 cards left, though. And we have 1... Okay. Yeah, we can switch... yeah, we can switch card. It's fine. Doesn't matter here. Let's go Roaring Moon. And we will Calamity Storm. And discard this stadium. Yes. Okay. There's the Darkrai. Okay. Darkrai, we do have to set up Darkrai here, depending on how long this goes. I think if we can survive... Let's see how they play it. We're not going to put them in a position where the Raikou can one-shot us. That's the goal. So we don't want to overbench. Okay, they're going to get another Miraidon down. Please don't Iono. Please do not Iono. Yeah, if they knock this out for 230, then they're going to have to get 3 energy on a Roaring Moon here. Okay, they're going to research. Throwing out a whole whack of cards. Okay, they're going to get the Flaffy, so they are going to get some energy acceleration here. And that's actually a problem, because they are going to get Miraidon, the third Miraidon, a little closer to finishing out this match. And that is bad. That is bad. Yeah, at that point, they just need 1 energy and they win. That's unfortunate. Like, really unfortunate. And they're going to slam down Path to the Peak, but that's fine. We don't need it at this point. I could bump it, but then they have ability. They have Force Seal Stone as well, so... And what are they going to grab here? Yeah, do we bump Path, or, like, does Path matter at this point in time? Ah, they get the Charm. Okay. Charm's annoying. Yeah, then we Gouging, and then they can attack with anything. Okay. Do we have Vacuum? Do we still have Vacuum? There's potentially still Vacuum in the deck, at which point, yeah, we want to bump Pokestop. Okay, and we also don't have energy here. Let's go and Sada. And we find the Vacuum. That's fantastic. Let's go and vacuum away the Charm here. And arguably, we don't need to bench the Darkrai. argue. I guess if they're gonna gust around us, they could just hit the Squawkabilly and we lose anyway. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to... Ooh, that's a bad... 220. Discard the stadium. Yep, that was a bad PokéStop. All right. If they have an energy, we just lose. And there's not a lot we can do about that. They're going to get the attach from the Flaffy. If they've got an energy in hand, then it is what it is. And I think we have fought fairly well. Them switching to Miraidon to attack. Okay, we just lose there. GG's to our opponent. They played that well. I feel like, yeah, going with the Miraidons to attack, having the Zapdos so they can take those one-hit KOs was nice on their part. And us being odd on prizes was unfortunate there. We're going to have to hold the Cue the Rain. All right, I'll play that for you, Wuzzy. That was well played. Unfortunately, they had the Miraidons and the energy acceleration hitting well on generators. They didn't get the Flaffy till late in the game. And, unfortunately for us, we were not able to keep momentum. That one kind of stings, but I think both sides played well, and really that just kind of came down to them having the pieces at the end. So we'll hold that. GG's. Okay, looks like we're up against... I saw a Magnemite in there, or a Magnezone. So we are not up against... I don't think we're actually up against Miraidon. I think we're up against Dialga. Yep, okay. Our hand is not particularly good at the moment, but maybe that can change. Maybe that can change off of a PokéStop here. Okay, we get an Earthen Vessel. Let's go and get rid of... The Crossceiver might be helpful. Let's go and get rid of Boss, because in a worst case scenario, we could get that back with a Crossceiver. Let's go and PokéStop, and hopefully we get hit VIP Pass or something here. Okay, we get a Nest Ball. Nest Ball's good. Nest Ball's good. We can get a Squawkabilly here. And let's go... Do I Cross Switcher here? Yeah, maybe we do. And we put the Rotom up. And we're going to lose them anyway. So let's go and Squawk and Seize. Actually, I don't want to give them items. So let's go and get rid of the Crossceiver piece here. And let's go Squawk. Hopefully we can make some stuff happen here. Okay. 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 We get another Roaring Moon. And do we get the Morpeko down, or do we get the Greninja down? How much energy is in the discard pile right now? 0. Okay. Then we will want a Greninja here. Okay. Okay. We're making stuff happen. Actually, let's go and use Earthen Vessel to get that one energy down first. Then we Greninja. Get the 2. Oh my goodness. Okay. That part sucked. Let's go and grab a Sada here. And hopefully we can also grab... We get one Cross Switcher piece. That's unfortunate. I think there's an argument to be made about taking out the Rotom now. I think there's also an argument to, just like attaching the energy and hard retreating into this. We could also try and fish for a Cross Switcher piece, is also kind of where my head is at right now. Yeah, I think we Greninja away this energy and try and get that Cross Switcher piece. Or we could try and get Darkrai to get the Cross Switcher pieces and then blast the Dialga which we're going to have to use Frenzied Gouging at this point. Okay, I think that's the play. We are going to Concealed Cards. Fun fact, I'm not sure how many people know this. Concealed Cards is named after a notorious event in the Pokemon TCG community where a player cheated by hiding a Greninja break card under the table. So kind of funny that they drew into that, or played into that with the effect. So we're gonna get a Darkrai down, and we can actually grab 2 item cards here, which is pretty busted. We only need 1 more Cross Switcher piece, and we can also grab a Dark Patch here as well. So let's go and grab a Cross Switcher piece and a Dark Patch. We get some extra energy acceleration here, and we're getting the Gust. So let's go attach, and I will Cross Switcher up, and let's go take that Dialga. And let's go Iono here. Now we might be giving, they kind of had a dead hand up until this point, so we might be giving them some stuff to work with here. And let's go attach the energy. I don't think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can safely do this. Yes. Okay. And we have the Sada for the next go round, so let's go and PokéStop. I don't know if there's much. Oh, yeah. That was a busted PokéStop right there. And yeah, we'll hold on to that Dark Patch as well. And let's go Frenzied Gouging. We only have 9 cards left, so that's something we're going to need to keep in mind here going into the rest of the game. But Darkrai coming in clutch, getting us the Cross Switcher piece. We can hit their... Now, if they get the Dialga skip a turn, we could be in trouble. Jacques, interesting. They've got to have rare candy here, right? Also, yeah, we also lose if they get 2 turns and they blast the, well, it would be, oh, they're going all in on the Magnus. I was gonna say if they, oh, they get the rare candy. If they skip 2 turns and they blast both Roaring Moons, we could be in trouble. Oh my goodness. Okay, they need to hit on everything here. Well, they could just knock out, but they bricked. All 5 energy gone. I mean, they're still going to get the KO here, but they do not get the turn skip, and that is a death sentence for them. They have no other attacker here at this point. I mean, they could attack with the Magnezone, I guess, and that's totally a valid strategy here. We're going to Super Rod and get ourselves that Roaring Moon back and 2 energy. And let's go and play the Nest Ball. We will grab Roaring Moon. Let's go and Dark Patch. Yeah, I think we've got game here. Dark Patch, attach, and we can Sada's Vitality here for the 3rd, and this should be game. Like, we can Crossceiver for boss later even. Like, this is pretty much the perfect example of this deck in action. Do we have boss in... Yeah, we have boss in the deck, or in the discard pile. So as long as we don't get Iono'd here, we should be fine. Even so, like, we have... Okay, let's see how they play out the rest of this. But I think this was... I know, like, Dialga's not the most competitive of decks, but this is pretty much what you want to see playing this Roaring Moon deck, getting the quick attack, multiple Sada's Vitalities, the Cross Switcher, using Darkrai to combo to get the Cross Switcher pieces. Like, pretty much everything we wanted to happen has happened here. They're going to attack with the Magneton instead to try and keep themselves in the game. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. And we could also use Crossceiver to get a Roaring Moon back, but like, no, we need the boss. Yeah, Crossceiver, such a busted card. All right. Now they get their engine rolling, but it's a little too late. And they're going to bounce back. They hit with the Magneton for 50. Oh. What is that? Your opponent switches their active with one of their bench? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. And they get the KO. That's fine. I've never seen that move in my life. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. At this juncture, we could also dig. I think we're gonna not play around too much here. Let's just Crossceiver for boss. And we will take the win here. Let's go and grab this Dialga. We will Frenzied Gouging and close the door on them. So, again, not our opponent's deck, not the most competitive deck. They did brick really badly. I mean, it was enough to get the KO when they did, but their deck, not the most consistent deck. Regardless, I'm looking at it in terms of this is how this Roaring Moon deck plays. You still have the benefits of being able to accelerate really quickly with Sada's Vitality and the PokéStop to help draw the item cards. And the big difference there is the Darkrai and being able to recover items, whether that is Cross Switcher pieces, whether that is the Crossceivers, and we also got to use Crossceivers independent of Darkrai, being able to grab ourselves a boss's orders from the discard pile, just helping to make this deck a little more consistent. GG's. There we go. That is a look at the Roaring Moon deck that got second place at Kyoto Champions League. Again, shoutouts to Shuma Kikuchi for doing an awesome job with the build and playing it all the way to second place. And if it was any other deck other than Lost Box, there was a chance that Roaring Moon could have won the whole thing. I will say Roaring Moon still has some inherent challenges. It's a very linear playstyle, but I really like their take on it. The combination of the Darkrai's plus the Crossceivers just feels so good for making this deck as consistent as it can be. So if I am playing Roaring Moon, it's probably going to be in a package like this. But what say you? Do you prefer it this way? Do you like the Greninja version with the waters? Do you think people have been sleeping on Roaring Moon for too long and it's finally arrived? Are people still not going to take Roaring Moon seriously after this? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, I got to get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at In Third Person. You can find me on Twitch at In Third Person, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So Twitch fam, stick around. We're going to be right back. But for our YouTube friends, we got to say goodbye. Later. We will Frenzied Gouging here for the KO. No, they can't. Oh my goodness.